Quote from an anonymous source: "The key to success in the professional world is not just competence or hard work, but the ability to manipulate others' perceptions of you. Master the art of impression management, and you will rise to the top, no matter how little you deserve it." Role-playing, the act of pretending to be someone or something you're not, is often looked down upon in our society. It's not seen as authentic, and authenticity is highly valued, especially in our personal relationships. But in our professional lives, it's a different story. We expect people to play certain roles that are appropriate for their jobs. We wouldn't want a plumber to act like a doctor, would we? Or an astronaut to act like a librarian? If someone refused to play their role, we would question their competence and ability to do their job. So, most of us play the roles that are expected of us because we want to be successful in our social group. But there are always those who refuse to play this game, who reject the masks and facades that society imposes on us. They may feel like outsiders, with fewer options and freedoms, but they stay true to themselves. But let me ask you, is it really worth it to reject the game and become an outsider? Is it worth sacrificing your professional success and opportunities for the sake of authenticity? I say no, it's not. The art of impression management, the process of creating a favorable public image for oneself, is a valuable tool in both our personal and professional lives. We can become great actors on the stage of life, playing our roles with skill, all while enjoying the moment. So how to play the game with passion and skill, and find pleasure in the art of impression management? In book, The Laws of Human Nature, Robert Greene explained 5 important tips of impression management. 1. Master the nonverbal cues. In social settings, people often pay more attention to the nonverbal cues we give off, like body language and facial expressions. If we're aware of this, we can try to control those cues to make a good impression. Some people are born with the ability to read other people's emotions and social cues very well. This ability can be useful in many situations, such as making new friends or knowing when someone doesn't like you. It's important to be aware of your nonverbal style, so you can make changes to it if you want to. 2. Be a method actor. Method acting is a way to act that makes it look like the emotions are real. To do this, actors think about things that have made them sad or mad in the past, or they can just imagine what might make them feel that way. The goal is to be in control of the emotions, so it looks like they are coming from the character, not the actor. You can put yourself in the right emotional mood by imagining how you should feel and why. You can also make your facial expressions match the emotions you want to feel. It's important to be careful not to overdo it. 3. Adapt to your audience. You should adjust the way you act and speak depending on who you're talking to. For example, if you're talking to a group of executives, you should act and speak differently than if you were talking to a group of auto workers. You should always be aware of your audience and try to match your nonverbal cues to their style. 4. Create the proper first impression. Some people think that first impressions are very important. This means that if you meet someone for the first time, it is important to make a good impression. It is best to act calmly and not show too much emotion when meeting new people. Showing too much excitement may make people suspicious and think you are not confident. It is better to smile and look people in the eye to make them feel more comfortable. 5. Project saintly qualities. No matter what time people are living in, some traits are always seen as positive. For example, looking like a saint is always in style. Looking like a saint today is different than it was in the 1500s, but the idea is still the same. You look like someone who is good and can't be blamed for anything. In order to be seen as a good person in the modern world, it is important to be tolerant of others and to be seen as generous and supportive. It is also important to seem sincere and honest. Some people think that being humble makes somebody seem more authentic, even if that person is just pretending to be humble. It can be useful to learn to act humble sometimes, like lowering your head or appearing to be shy. If there's something that needs to be done that you don't want to do, you can try to get somebody else to do it. That way, your hands are clean. It's usually not a good idea to act like a powerful leader all the time, because it usually only works well on television. Instead, you can try to use your body language to make people think you are powerful. You want to make it seem like you were destined to be successful. Knowing about this information, you can create good and powerful impression in professional life. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe, like and share with your friends and family.